evening, Internet. Shroom here, and one thing you may not know about me as a Magic player, because I've never featured it on my channel, is that I love to play EDH. In fact, I just went to DunderCon in the South Bay here, and played about 7 or 8 matches of EDH, and it was really fun. I always really enjoy playing EDH, seeing lots of diverse decks. The singleton aspect of the format is very appealing to me. It's very fun. You can still be super spiky if you want to, but you can also just play lots of cool stuff, and there can be a good diversity of cards. So, playing EDH on Moto kind of sucks. It's just a drag. People always drop out early. The UI of that game, overall interface, just is not very good for the format of EDH, and I don't really know anyone to play Spelltable with. I don't have a good space for a Spelltable setup, and don't have any friends who play it either. So I'm going to try out Historic Brawl for the first time tonight. Now, if you don't know what Historic Brawl is, it's basically Commander. You have your Commander, a legendary creature, or Planeswalker who can be a Commander, and your library is a minimum of 100 cards, and every card is linked to the color identity of your Commander, so you can't include cards that have a mana symbol that is of a different color than what appears on your Commander. And it's a singleton format, meaning that apart from basic lands, no other card in your library can have more than one single copy in your deck. And basically, the difference between Historic Brawl and Commander is that Historic Brawl so far is just 1v1. There's no setup for playing multiplayer, and also Historic Brawl, of course, only includes all of the cards that have been printed in MTG Arena so far, which is includes a good assortment of cards, actually. Not as extensive as the Commander card pool, of course, but still pretty good. So let's take a look at what we're playing. So the first Commander deck I ever built was Rootha, Mercurial Artist. She's a 3-mana 1/4 Orc Shaman for 2 mana, and return Rootha to her owner's hand, so that's part of the cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So we're going to play a Spellslinger deck whose main win con is going to be burning people in the face with huge burn spells, focused around copying stuff, getting huge value off of Rootha. One thing that is really cool about Rootha is that her ability doesn't require her to tap, so she can use it the turn that she comes into play. She doesn't have to have haste, She can just use her ability. Another thing that's really cool is returning her to your hand is a cost of using her ability. So, if I cast an instant or a sorcery spell, I can maintain priority, and before my opponent can do anything, before they can react to my instant or sorcery, I can copy that spell with Rootha, and Rootha will already be back in my hand, because it's a cost of copying it to return her to my hand. So before my opponent has a chance to do anything like counter the spell, respond by killing Rootha, there are already 2 copies of the spell on the stack, and Rootha is back in my hand, so she can't be removed with a removal spell or something. So that's one thing I really like about her, and why I think she's quite powerful, is because she's so easy to use, and she's really good at protecting herself. You just hold up a cheap instant spell, and if someone tries to kill Rootha, you just cast a Play with Fire, copy it, she's back in your hand, you're doing 4 damage to something, which is cool. Now, in Commander, the way that I usually win with her is by comboing off with, I copy, a Manageyser, and, one thing leads to another. I have cards like Dockside Extortionist to make me tremendous amounts of mana drain, several cards that are not present in, Historic Brawl, so we're going to work with what we got. So I guess the best thing is just to work our way up the curve. 1 mana, we've got Brainstorm, it's card draw, Dispel. We want a lot of counterspells in our deck. Lightning Bolts, Play with Fire, Shock are just cheap burn spells. We want cheap burn spells so that in the early game we can copy them with Rootha, just to turn our shocks into 4 damage. Spikefield Hazard, a Banefire might be a win con for us in the late game, once we have our burn enhancers, to cast a huge X burn spell at our opponent's face. For 2 mana, we got Disdainful Stroke, Jawari Disruption, Negate, Search for Azcanta, Snapcaster Mage. We're going to be casting a lot of our instants and sorceries from our graveyard. Counterspell is in Arena. Mission Briefing, Lightning Strike, Royal Eruption. Again, we want cheap burn spells. We also want all our burn spells to be able to hit our opponent's face, because that's primarily how we're going to win the game. Runaway Steamkin can get counters on it to add mana. Galvanic Iteration lets us copy our stuff. Then 2 mana rocks. There isn't that great a selection in Arena, but we're playing with all the ones we can, including Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Hearts, Mindstone, Ornithopter of Paradise, Treasure Map, eventually flips into a land that gives us 3 treasures. Pull from tomorrow's strict card draw. Thassa's Intervention is card draw plus counter magic. Shadow Skull Smashing can be a burn spell. At 3 mana, we've got the Celestis and Relic of Legends, our mana rocks. Wandering Mind lets us dig for spells. Prismari Command is just a good versatile card. Electrolyze, we like burn spells that let us draw cards, especially when we copy them. So I was surprised to see that this was on Arena. I actually wasn't aware, but it's super cool that it is. Sweltering Suns is a sweeper that we can cycle. Valakut Awakening is an MDFC. Stone Rain, sometimes copying to destroy 2 lands is really nice. Skewer the Critics. Rampaging Ferocidon shuts down life gain and can do a lot of damage to our opponents if they play a bunch of creatures, which we aren't really. Flames of the Firebrand is 3 damage we can divide however we want. Chaos Warp deals with any permanent. Call on Professional, we want all the lightning bolts we can play. It's not a great one, but there's some situation in which the life shutdown might be relevant. Bone Crusher Giant is just a busted spell. The Stomp ability does negate the protection from the One Ring. Archmage's Charm, Brazen Borrower, Supreme Will, Solemnity Vision, Quick Study, Midnight Clock, Glasspool Mimic. At 4, we've got Behold the Multiverse for strictly card draw. Memory Deluge, same deal. Ogier Pakpatik, I've never played with before, but it gives all of our instance rebound. That seems like it might be good. Big Score and Pirate's Pillage just ramp us. These are going to be kind of our substitutes for Manageyser. They ramp us and draw us cards, which is what we want. Chandra's Outrage kills creatures and does damage. Sulphine doubles the damage of all of our spells. Torbrand adds +2 damage to all of our spells. Rawl Storm Conduit can scry. It can also -2 to copy our spells. Rawl's Outburst is just a lightning bolt that lets us draw a card, which we want. 5 mana, Luring Revealed is a island cycler, so it's just a land drop that can also draw 3 cards. Time Warp is an extra turn spell, the only one we have in the deck because we're not trying to be like that. Burn Down the House is a sweeper that can give us devil tokens. Goldspan Dragon gives us a ton of mana, makes treasures for us, and lets our treasures crack for 2 mana instead of 1. And then finally, the big spells. We've got Insult to Injury. The insult part is what we're going to be casting primarily. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Again, gets around the One Ring. If a source you control would deal damage this turn, it deals double that damage instead. So this is what we do when we're comboing off in the final turn. We insult to double up the subsequent damage of all the burn spells we're about to cast. Sublime Epiphany. It's sort of like Mana Confluence. Or what is that spell? I think it's Mana Confluence, the 5 mana modal counterspell. It's sort of our substitute for that. Torrential Gear Hulk is like it's a 6 mana Snapcaster Mage, basically. That's also a WinCon. Chandra Awakened Inferno and Hope's Beacon are our only Planeswalkers. It's hard to protect Planeswalkers in EDH, but I think it's going to be easier in 1v1. Chandra's Hope's Beacon, just copying all our spells is great. That's what we want to do. Fiery Emancipation triples the damage of our burn spells. Seagate Restoration is an MDFC that can draw us cards. Brass's Bounty is sort of our substitute for Manageyser. 7 mana gives us a treasure for each land we control. If we double it, maybe that could set us up the following turn. Who knows? I really have no idea how this is going to work out. It's no Manageyser, which concerns me a bit, but we'll see. Magma Opus is a big burn spell, but can also just for 2 mana create a treasure for us. Expansion Explosion can copy something or can be an X bird and card draw spell. So there's a total, I believe, of 36 lands in the deck, counting all the MDFCs, which hopefully will be enough. Tech is Castle Vantress, Hall with Storm Giants, Memorial to Genius, Otawara, Den of the Bugbear, Sokonzan. We've got a Temple for Scrying. We've got the Survey Land. That's pretty much it. We've got Demolition Field and Field of Ruin and a Blast Zone. Treasure Vault, if we have a bunch of mana, we can just stock up a bunch of treasures with it. So, that's the idea of the deck. We're going to disrupt our opponent with counterspells, and we're going to win the game by burning them in the face with huge burn spells, doubled up with Rootha, damage doubled up with Torbrand, Sulphime, and Fiery Emancipation, and Insult to Injury. So this is a very good deck in paper when I play it in actual Commander. Of course, I have busted cards in that deck. Like I have, all the free counter spells, Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting Swat, and I've got Mana Drain, I've got Cryptic Command, and you know, Mystical Tutor and Manageyser, of course, super powerful spells that aren't on Arena. But we're doing our darndest to see if we can't make up for those shortcomings and win some games anyway. I have very, very limited experience playing Historic Brawl. Last night testing this deck was pretty much the first exposure to it, but it seems fun, and I'm interested to see how I can translate some of my EDH decks into Historic Brawl decks. But enough talking about the deck, let's play some games and burn some folks out. And if you want to support me and my content, you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Okay, first match against Breadwagon 798. Kellan Inquisitive Prodigy is their commander. And this is okay. We've got to turn to Arcane Signet. If we can dispel... is he the one with the adventure? I think he is. So if we can dispel the adventure side of him, I think he goes away. They can, of course, play him again with commander attacks, but we'll keep this. So his adventure is Investigate, maybe play an additional land. And then he's a 3/4 flying Vigilance. When he attacks, destroy up to one artifact. If you control that permanent, draw a card. So they've got a Haywire Might. Alright, they're ready to blow up artifacts. Which makes sense, but it is annoying as we do have our Arcane Signet. Alright, we weren't able to snag the adventure, which is too bad, really. I think I'll start on Demolition Field. Do I play this Arcane Signet? I don't think so. I want to get rid of the Haywire Might first. Replicating Ring. Alright, let's go for Search for Azcanta. Drawing all our colorless lands, which is not good. There's Kellan. Now Kellan can't hit enchantments, only artifacts. Stone Rain. I don't think we're really looking for Stone Rain right now. Supreme Will. But we're missing our land drop. That really sucks. I think, in fact, we need to just use this to try to find a land. Alright, we find an island. Arcane Signet, Tamiyo's Journal. Do I want Behold the Multiverse? I don't think so. Cards in hand is not my issue. I only have one blue and one red mana. This sucks. destroy up to one target artifact. Yeah, Kellan's pretty good in this format. Okay, so they get rid of my search for Azcanta. Well, that was bound to happen sooner or later. They draw 5 cards off Silver Scrutiny. Sack it, look at the top 2 cards, put one in your hand, the other in your graveyard. Alright, well, we're really far behind now. And we didn't draw lands. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to scoop this. We're just way too far behind. Missing the land drop there the last several turns. Being unable to play our mana rock because it will just get destroyed by Kellan. Opponent has metagamed this format. We'll see if we need to make any adjustments. Red Tube TV playing Raffine. That's scary. This is a key. Raffine is so busted. I guess we'll play Steam Vents. Storm Carved Coast. Let's get our Ornithopter, our Cold Steel Hearts going. We'll put it on red. Fabled Passage. It's gonna be tapped. I would love to be able to Juwari Disruption Raffine, but I don't think I'll be able to. I have to not play my Ornithopter to have a chance. I think I just pass. Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay. It's a 1/1. Deals damage, proliferates. Alright, let us kill the Thopter, create a treasure. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen, so, like, it would have obviously been better to kill the Thopter before it tapped for mana, but Sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen. I think I'll go for Steamkin. I don't want to play Rootha, because burn down the house seems very likely. Yeah, I don't even know why I played Steamkin there. That was a bad idea. It depends on whether I can counter Raffine, I suppose. Alright, let's play our Celundi. Let's attack. Take it. Let's sweep. I'd use my treasure. There's Raffine. So let's play Rootha. Play Juwari Disruption as a land. They are Ornithopter. Raffine gets to connive. Oh man, I saw this deck when I went to play. When I went to the M30 tournament or whatever con in 2022. Someone had the Raffine deck. This is just such a ridiculously good commander. We'll just take 2. So, as of right now, okay, there's a blast zone. Four, 1, 2. So I just barely 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy. Pay ward. Okay, I just barely have enough mana to cast Rouse and pay ward twice, which I guess is what I'm doing. Alright, so we gotta go full control mode. Blue, red, whatever. Pay 1. Copy Rouse Outburst. Whatever. We'll bounce Rootha back to our hand. See, she goes back to our hand before our opponent can do anything, which is sweet. Okay. So we need to look at 2, put 1 in our hand, the other in our graveyard. We'll put Torbrand into our hand. We'll put Demolition Field into our hand. Yes, demolition field. Alright, we dealt with the first Raffine. Prosperous Thief. Whenever one or more ninja or rogue creatures deals combat to a player, create a treasure token. That would not be bad in this deck, actually. Alright, let us... We want to do... Torbran. And Rootha. There's Raffine. Conniving onto the prosperous whatever. Alright, it's a 4/6. I think I kill this army token before it gets out of hand. To get a treasure. Let's go ahead and island cycle this. Pull from tomorrow. Good card. Stone Rain. Elite Guard Mage. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw 2 cards. Draw a card. I don't know, I guess I'll chump that. I mean, we're dying pretty fast. I don't know what I have that gets me out of this, actually. I've already burned out the house. A doubled... A doubled up Sweltering Suns? Alright, so we can X equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll discard a land, I guess. Chaos Warp. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So we can Chaos Warp Raffine and... Hmm. I think first we gold span dragon. Alright, let's Chaos Warp. We have to crack our treasure to do this. Raffine. And the Prosperous Thief. Oh, I forgot to go full control. What? Okay. I think this is right. And then Chaos Warp, yeah, I think the Prosperous Thief. They get a Nimble Larcenist. At the end of combat, the next time a target creature would deal... Yeah, they can just play Raffine again. Prevent that many 1/1 colorless. Okay. Yeah. With Raffine out, they can just kill us. Alright. So, I think we need to tweak a little bit. Clearly, the Historic Brawl meta is very keyed around the power level of the commander, so we need sweepers. Let's see. At least one more sweeper. Storm's Wrath. Do we need to add another one, like Anger of the Gods or Brotherhood's End? Sure. Let's keep the early game free of creatures. I wonder if in Commander there's like these cards that can lock down other commanders. Imprisoned in the Moon, is that? It is. Okay, let's add that. And we'll cut... Let's cut Mission Briefing. Alright, Imprisoning the Moon will be nice. Having something that can, like, remove... nullify someone's commander is useful. Let's cut one of the Chandras. Maybe Awakened Inferno. One more cut. Maybe like quick study. Sure, let's try that. Raffine. Raffine is a popular commander, I guess. Easy to see why. I think we have to mulligan that. Alright. You do get one free mulligan on Historic Brawl, which is good. We do have our Imprisoned in the Moon. Alright, let's play our Steamkin. Lazotep Chancellor. So, another Amass deck? Alright, we killed the Chancellor. Did they scoop? Okay. Well, I didn't have my third land either, so it might have worked out okay for them. Alright, we're not playing against Raffine again. Yenna, Red Tooth Regents. The Dinosaurus is our opponent. This hand looks okay. We've got a Brainstorm and a Treasure Map. 4 mana, 4/4. Elf Noble. For 2, tap. Choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. If the token is an aura, untap her, then scry 2. Alright, another enchantment deck. That's what we don't want to see. I think I'll shock. Another thing is that you only start with 25 life instead of 40 in Commander, which I like for this deck. Let's Brainstorm. Alright, we'll put back these super expensive spells. And let's play our treasure map. Lunar Aspirants. Well, it sucks that we don't have anything to deal with that. I think I actually bolt and just play Ferocodon. I will trade for the Aspirants. Okay, I would love to draw land. Virtue of Loyalty. So many enchantment-based decks. We're just a total dog. We're a total dog to them. Alright, I think I have to trade for the Aspirants if possible. It's a good thing too, because that would have put it out of reach. The Cold Steel Hearts on blue. Go ahead and scry with the treasure map. The Celestis. I think I would rather just draw an untapped land if possible. Because then I can play my Goldspan. As it is, if they play their commander, I can Chandra's Outrage it. Yeah, which I probably want to do. Yes, I do want to do that. go for an upkeep scry with the treasure map. Solemn. Solemn could go in my deck. It can go in any deck, really. So they're gonna have Virtue of Loyalty, which I need to counter. But I do have the negates. We're gonna bottom Banefire. Spike Field Hazard. Okay, we will play that as a land. I almost skipped through my turn there. Okay, they just play Yenna again, which I can counter, actually. And I will. X equals 1. Alright, so she costs 8 now, so I'm feeling good about that. Alright, let's play Goldspan. Attack. Get our upkeep stop back. We'll hold up negate. Pacifism. Sure. I could counter that. Can't attack or block. It still doubles my treasures though, so that's fine. I'll get more treasures off the treasure map. Anointed Procession. I'll let that go. I need to answer this Virtue of Loyalty. We'll take a temple. Alright. Sweet, we got mana. Torrential Gearhulk. I'm all in favor. Alright, let's play Rootha. Okay, that's what we saved our negate for. Block one of the 2/2s. Alright, we're just holding up Torrential to copy our... We can copy Chandra's Outburst, we can copy Brainstorm, we can copy Negates. Esper Sentinel. Okay. Blind Obedience. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. That one negates. We'll pay the 1. Favored of Irowas. Okay, we'll block that with the Gearhulk, block that with Rootha. I am going to burn 2 treasures to Memory Deluge. Ooh, Glasspool Mimic's pretty nice. Chaos Warp. Glasspool Mimic? Don't mind if I do. Alright, Hall of the Storm Giants. I think I just Glasspool Mimic my Goldspan Dragon. Get in there. The Great Henge. Okay. Chaos Warp, Chaos Warp, Chaos Warp. Alright, we're going full control mode. Chaos Warp. Red, whatever. Whatever. We will pay a ward. And we'll copy Chaos Warp. No. I don't think we need to copy Chaos Warp. Yeah, sure. Let's copy it. Nah, let's not. Let's not. That's a 4/4 double strike. I've got a 5/6. Continue to my Goldspan. Okay. Oh, it becomes an 8/8. Oh, I should have Chaos Warped it. Ancestral Mask. Oops. Alright. So, we were doing well, and then I made a terrible play. I think I block with my Gearhulk. I should have blocked with Rootha, because... Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can do 12 damage. Can we salvage this? I had to destroy that. I forgot what this was actually doing. Transcendent Envoy? Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Shock your face. Copy the shock. Shock your face. Alright, can I draw 4 points with a burn? Let's surveil. That's not a burn spell. Memory Deluge. Can you draw me any 1 or 2 mana burn spell? Play with fire. There we go. And skewer the critics. Play with fire, you. Oh, it didn't add 2 red. Okay, we got there. Phew. Alright, I tried very hard to punt there, but still, we were able to burn them out. Okay, the deck can work. Alright, Etali is our opponent's commander. Wonderful. Alright, let's play our Cold Steel Hearts. We'll play it on a blue, I guess, because I got another red land. I'm gonna play this Smashing as a land. Let's play Rootha. Kami of Whispered Hopes. Okay, let's just kill that. Do 2 damage to you. Claw. I think we'll double Stone Rain him. They scoop. Yep. Ramp deck doesn't want to get double Stone Rained. Uh-oh. Trelasarra. Savage Instincts playing Trelasarra, so life gain might be tough for us to deal with. This looks like a reasonable hand, so I guess we'll keep. We're gonna have to kill all their sisters. Play our Steamkin. Alright, we didn't draw land. Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, there's a land. Let's go for our treasure map. Let's go ahead and scry. I'll keep the spike field hazard on top. Trelasarra's a 3/3. Alright, I think we're gonna need to do some copying of spells. So therefore we should play this to land. We got Sulfim. There a Paragon? I guess I'll just take this. Yeah, it's looking real bad. Snapcaster. This only counts non-combat damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't have lifelink. Anything have lifelink? Only the Alseid. They can sack the Alseid to give protection. Yeah, I don't know. I think we are probably just dead on their turn. Great Henge. So I need to draw a Sweeper Toski. Alright, I should really have mulliganed for a more aggressive hand than this. Let's see. We're taking 9, 16. So I have to block Trelasarra. I guess with Rootha. They draw cards. So I need a sweeper or it's game over. Okay. PM Sammy, Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. We can keep this. We got ramp, we got lands. Power and toughness each equals to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures control our forests. Lotus Cobra. I wish I kept that spike field hazard. rigging. That's unfortunate. Now they're gonna get down their Ashaya. Their Lotus Cobra is gonna get buffed every turn. Boy, I wish I kept this Spike Field Hazard to kill that Lotus Cobra. I guess I'm playing a land. Play Rootha. Alright. Let's see what we draw. Not sure what it could be that could play with fire. It's too little too late. Okay. Amalia. Okay. That is a very combo-rific type of commander. We can imprison it in the moon, which is nice, if we draw blue mana. On the other hand, we don't have any blue mana. I think I'm gonna free mulligan. Alright, I like this better because our mana is good. Soul Tender, so gaining life, sure. Alright, I like Search for Escanta. Another life gain deck. Well, this burn down the house is going to be helpful. Pretty sure I want to draw Memory Deluge. Into the main phase. Create a treasure. Let's bin the Ornithopter. Create a treasure, you lose a life. Draw a card, you lose 2 life. Alright, we're just gonna Memory Deluge. Roaming Throne. So they're gonna double up all of their life triggers. I think that actually puts them out of range of the burn down the house. Yep. No? Not quite. They're at 31, they need to be at 32. Okay, so we have a chance. Snapcaster should be helpful. And Supreme Will. I would like to draw that mountain, please. Let us sweep the board. The One Ring. I would like to keep Archmage's Charm. Alright, let's Rootha. This is one of those alchemy cards. Pay a life to create a treasure every turn seems pretty good. It seems really, really good. Murderous Rider. Okay. Legion's Landing. I can actually counter that. I think I will. I don't know. Should I? I suppose I should. Why not? I think I want Torbrand. Let's play Torbrand. Gix. Creature. So they're just Mardu, like, busted cards. Plus the One Ring. I don't think I want Mind Stone. We will flip as Kanta. Okay. I think sadly we have to we probably have to sweep. Because they'll draw a million cards. They're going to draw a million cards with their ring anyway. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards off the One Ring. Can I draw a sweeper? No. How about if I ask Kenta? Sublime Epiphany. This can't do the mode of tapping down all of our opponent's stuff, unfortunately. So they're just gonna gain 1,000,000 life. Anything I can do about that? I can kill the Murderous Rider. Which I guess I do. So that way they don't gain life. They'll gain life when the clerics enter the battlefield. Would have been real nice to hit one of our other 3 sweepers there. It's so hard to overcome. So hard to overcome the One Ring. So a big sweeper would still, a little sweeper would still do it for us. Call in a professional. Five. I mean, it would be good. Play Rootha. Swords to Plowshares. I can counter it, but then I don't have enough mana to call in a professional. Okay. Amalia. Alright, so let's kill... I guess I gotta kill Cumbersome. Then do I just die? They get the trigger in response. Okay. I mean, I'm learning the format, so it's fine. Pop-up cooldown is on Emry. Looks like we've got early game interaction, so I'll keep. Very slow lands. There is it commander. So I guess I'll lead on this because it always ETB's tapped. I think I gotta bin that. Witching Well. Alright. If if I want, you can play show me. Sure. You mean you want to challenge me to a match? That's fine. Alright, they're trying to go off. So let's kill Emry. I think I'll imprison her in the moon next time she comes down. The ever-flowing well. Beginning of your upkeep, if there are 8 or more permanent cards, transform it. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana boost, the ever-flowing well, up to one other target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell. Okay, let us imprison Emry. These are all artifacts. Oh, I wish I had Brotherhood's End. I guess we'll just play Spike Field. Reverse Engineer. Brotherhood's End? Can I draw Brotherhood's End? Midnight Clock. So they're gonna do they're gonna get a whole lot of wheels. We gotta try to kill them quickly. Forensic Gadgeteer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activate it costs 1 less. Boy, there's a lot of stuff we need. Sokinzan. I think I'm just gonna Gold Span Dragon. Hitting for 6. Do I crack my treasure for a treasure map? Yeah, why not? And let's scry on our upkeep. No, let's not. They're just trying to wheel. Double wheel. Wormcoil engine. So they get 2 wormcoil engines. If an artifact entered under your control, look at the top 2 cards. Sure. Glasspool Mimic. We can't deal with Wormcoil Engine, though. They're gaining 6 a turn from it. Can I outrace it with Goldspan Dragons? Maybe I can. I can actually chump it with devil tokens. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to sack both my treasures. It's possible that I can. Sigh. So they can get Emry back, and who even knows what they can do with Emry? A bunch of stuff. They bounced Torbrand, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm beating this with the 2 Thopters. We'll see. Shadow Spear. 3 Thopters. So... Chump. 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 down the Thopters. It's not going to be enough. Not sure what I could draw here. Counterspell is definitely not it, though. Torrential Gear Hulk. So yeah, I can do 12 to them, but they have 19. Alright, sure, I'll play a match against you, Khazarite Soul. Alright, we have a match against Khazarite Soul of He Were Challenged Us to a duel. We're gonna be on the draw. I think this is fine. I like the scry. So, Brudiclad Telcor Engineer. Red, blue, and 4 for a 4/4. Creature tokens you control have haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/1 Phyrexian Meteor artifact creature token. Let me choose token you control. If you do, each other token you control becomes a copy of that token. Okay, more tokens. We'll bottom that because it's not a land. Arcane Signet. Alright, another tap land. Key to the Archive. Draft a card from the Key to the Archive spellbook. Okay, I have no idea what these alchemy cards do. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the clock. Add 2 mana in any combination of color. What? Alright, that's an artifact, right? Red, blue, whatever. Alright, I got to get... So let's... Expansion... Actually, let's... Full control. Prismari Command. Destroy target artifact. Get a treasure. Then let's copy it. I already targeted this, right? Yes. Resolved. I get a treasure. I destroy that artifact. I don't think I want to use my treasures to foretell. Alright, let's make some chumps. Oh, they're going real wide. Pull from tomorrow. I think I'll go for Rootha. Pass. Hoarding Orc. Ogre. Alright, I will block. I have one card in hand. Pass. Okay. I could actually double time warp. It's not bad. I think I'll just behold this. And pass. There's Brudiclad. Okay. I think I will just Chaos Warp it. Not copy. They get a Skyclave Relic. So they make 2 treasures. I'll block. Alright, I'm going to spend a treasure to behold. Delicate Awakening, search for Azcanta. I don't think I want search for Azcanta. I'll take the Delicate Awakening. Got a Glass Pool Mimic. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I think I just play this. I think I skewer the orc. Pass. So they just have enough mana to cast their commander again. Okay. It's a lot of 2/1s. Alright. I think I'll Valakut Awakening. Discard my hand. I'll discard these 2 cards. Can I draw a sweeper? No. I'm 1 mana short of Imprison plus double Time Warp. I think I'll just double Time Warp. Alright, we are gonna wheel here. So, let's Rootha. Let's imprison Brudiclad in the moon. wheeled away my Snapcaster before I could cast Time Warp. That's real unfortunate. Let's cast the castle. Can I survive? What? I don't have an island? Are you kidding me? One, two, three, four. I can kill 2, Chaos Warp another 1. Let's see. Morale minus. Yeah, I think I'm just dead here. I don't know. Unless I can draw a sweeper. Nope. Don't have it. GG. So the most I could have done was kill like 3. I could have killed 3 of those tokens. I guess that technically would have been enough to survive another turn. My first foray into Historic Brawl with Rootha. So our overall record was really bad. It was like we won like 2 or 3 games and lost 5 or 6. So, but it was a learning experience. This was my first time playing Rootha, and it's a much different game than Commander is. First of all, I think I need more lands. The lack of like cheap mana rocks in Arena is something that is sorely felt for a deck like this that is looking to win in the late game with expensive spells. So it just needs a land or 2 more. And I'm discovering, as I mentioned earlier, Historic Brawl is very much like 1v1 as far as deck construction goes. And that means that low to the ground aggro decks are totally viable. Combat is a lot more relevant in the early game in this format than it is in Commander, not only because there are many more targets in regular Commander, but also because the life totals only begin at 25. So you have to be prepared for that kind of metagame. And I think that this deck can be worked with to make that adjustment. What I just need is like more early game interaction, more early removal to deal with creatures. I need to bite the bullet and have some burn spells that can't target face, but are just squarely meant to get rid of creatures in the early game. Thanks for the follow, Kazarite. Appreciate it. Thanks for the game, too. That was really fun. So, yeah, more lands, more early game stuff. It's tough without cards like Soul Ring and, like, you know, Thought Vessel, and even just the talismans and these signets. It becomes much, much harder to play Rootha early in the game and hold up a spell plus a copy. So, yeah. Historic Brawl is a totally different animal than regular EDH. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was really fun. And I look forward to tweaking this deck and trying it out again, making it a little bit more tuned to what we discovered to be the format. Yeah, there's a lot of cards that want a multi-spell, but we of course are one of those decks, so it's not like you can just include like Taxes or like Damping Sphere. There's no Rhystic Study in Arena. Is it RHY? Rhystic Study. Oh my goodness, it sure is. Okay. Well, I take it back what I said about Rhystic Study. It is in Historic Brawl, so that should definitely be in the deck. But what I said about needing more early game stuff is also valid and true and necessary for the deck to be functional in this format, even with the addition of Rhystic Study. Just got to have more of an early game presence. If not as far as creatures, you know, just as far as like cheap burn spells, interaction, Spell Pierce. That would be a good spell for this format, you know. Stern Scolding, I could even see. stuff like that. Early game stuff. But anyway, I enjoyed playing Historic Brawl for the first time. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, and if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I hope to catch you in the next MTG vid. Peace out, YouTube.